a lot of bands that I speak to and that contact the show, the idea of creating a business plan or even just a very general plan doesn't even enter the scope of what they're doing. And a lot of them tell me, why do we need to do that? Why do they need to do that, Paul?
Well, as Tim said, it's a business. It's a music business, and one part of it's creating the music, the other part is running the band. And there are a number of things within the band that they need to get right for down the track. The first thing is really the name of the band. Who owns the name? Because you're trading in a name other than your own, you have to register the name. Down the track, if things are going well, you may decide to incorporate, including the name. But it does become important when, after a couple of years and the band's built up a bit of a profile, and they split, what happens to the name? Can someone else use the name and form another band? What is the situation? More often than not, you have a situation that unless the band members agree, that no one can use the name because the name related to the four individuals. The other area, as I mentioned, is songwriting, because that is one of the constants of income, and it's probably, other than live performance income, the income that the band will most rely on, because generally they don't make money from sale of records. And working out how songwriting splits work, because there's one view that it relates just to the music and the lyrics. There's another view that within the band, the guy who wrote the riff that gets the song over the line should be entitled to a copyright share in the song. And by agreement, often the bands just split it equally no matter who wrote the song. So it's a matter of band decisions as to how they want to do it. From my point of view, I would always advise the writers of the song to be registered as the copyright owners of the song, but that they have an income share while the other members are in the group, so that the non-writers get a percentage of the songwriting income, and that's from sale of records, from live performance, from any usage of the song, because it's important that you just don't create this financial imbalance which can occur and split up what can otherwise be a really successful band. And it's a matter of how they want to agree to that. But as I said, there's a myriad of ways of working out how it can work. Why I suggest that the chief writers be registered as the writers is that because the more writers you have who didn't write the song, they all get an equal say in the use of the song. And when the band is split up and things have gone down the track and they've had a hit song, it can create problems, and it has in the past with usages of songs and non-writers not agreeing to certain usages of the songs, which, given they didn't write the song, can be a tough call for the actual writers. So,
can you give us an example of that? You don't have to name names, but an example of where that might happen.
Usually, I mean, nowadays, songs are used in connection with products almost before they become hits. Mm-hmm. But sometimes people can get, precious is the wrong word, because they might have the right motives for not wanting their song to be associated with a particular product.
Okay.
Now, the actual writers of the song may be totally happy for that to happen, and the non-writers are not. And if they're registered with APRA, then unless everybody agrees, that song can't be used if there's a product or a service that an opportunity is being presented to. And the same with the actual master recordings of the song, because I'm just talking about the song itself. The use of the actual master, if they actually own the master, then they all have to agree on the use of that master. And so it can create issues down the track. So it can be a lot simpler if you've really just got the writers, the actual writers of the song, as the registered owners of the song.